Hello students, I am Anup sir and today I am going to start with the topic types of functions for class 12th. Okay, now here I have drawn a table and written few of the definitions to explain you. Now first of all, you look onto this table that I have made over here. Now the two types of functions that have been put over there on the table are one and many one. First of all, we have functions are classified into two types, one and many one. Many one is called injective. Okay, then one can be further classified as into onto. Onto part is known as surjective. Similarly, many one can also be classified as onto into. So remember, function can be classified as one, many one, as well as function can also be further classified as onto and into. One is known as injective and onto is known as surjective. Okay, now here, what is one function? A function f from a to b is called one function if different elements of domain A have different images in B. Now see, the definition says that different elements of set A have different images in set B. Then the function is called one. Now when is the function called many one? It is called many one if two or more elements of A have the same image in B. Two or more elements of set A have same image in B. Then it is called many one. Onto, a function f from A to B is called onto if each element of B is the image of at least one element of A. That means all the elements appearing in codomain should be having a pre-image in set A. Then into function. A function f from A to B is called into if there exists at least one element in B which does not have a pre-image. You should find at least one element appearing in codomain which is not having a pre-image in set A. Then we will say that the function is into. Now these definitions I will explain you with the help of few examples. So let us see the few examples through which I will try to explain you these definitions: one function, many one, onto, into. And then we have one correspondence, which is also known as bijective. A function from A to B is called bijective if it is both injective and surjective. That means if a function is both one as well as onto, then it is called bijective function. So I will try to explain you these definitions, these different types of functions with the help of examples. So let's see few examples here. Now in the first diagram I will be explaining you what is one. Now for one we say when every different element of A has different image in B. Remember this word, that different elements of set A, they have different image in set B. Then this is called one function. See here, these were the four elements, these were the four different elements, and each element was having a unique image. So we will say that this is different elements were having different images. So this is one. Okay, now let us see what this represents. Now in this you can see two elements are having the same image. Two elements are having the same image. So this is called many one function. So this is many one. Okay, now let us see this one. different elements of set A are having different images in set B. So again this is 1 1. If you see this one, so this is different elements, two different elements having the same image. So this is many one. So if we categorize these four, so first one is 1 1, second one is many one, then third one is again 1 1, and the fourth one is many one. Now what is into and onto? Now remember, elements in the second set, these are known as images, and elements in the set A, they are known as pre-images. Is it clear to you? Elements in the set B, that is the second set, they are known as image, and the elements in set A, that is the elements in domain, they are known as pre-images. So here you see we have four images in the codomain. This is codomain. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 images, because all the elements which will be associated with the elements on the left side, they will be known as images. So here we can say A is image of 1, B is image of 3, C is image of 2, and D is image of 4. So here A, B, C, D, they are the images. In the same way, elements 1, 2, 3 and 4 in set A, they will be known as the pre-image. So here we can say that 1 is pre-image of A. See this one. If we are saying A is image of 1, so in other words we can say that 1 is pre-image of A. Hope this is clear to you? Okay. Now, if all the elements in set B, that is all the elements in codomain, if they have pre-image in domain, then we say that it is 1 1 function. Just see this point once again. All the images in codomain, all the images in codomain have pre-image in domain, then we say this is onto function. In other words, if I ask you to write down the codomain, so what will be the codomain here? Now in this case, if I ask you to write down the codomain, then what will be the codomain? All the elements in the second set. So if you write codomain, so you will write codomain is A, B, C and D. Now if I ask you to write the range, range means all the elements in codomain which have a pre-image. All the elements in codomain which have pre-image. So you can see A, B, C, D all are having a pre-image. So we will say A, B, C, D this will be the range. So if codomain and range are equal, then we say that it is onto function. If range and codomain are same, then we say this is onto. So here initially we got that different elements in set A are having different images in set B. So this was 1 1, and as the range is equal to codomain, so this is onto. So for this we can write this function is 1 1 onto. It is 1 1 means it is injective, it is onto, so it is surjective, and the function which is both 1 1 and onto, it is called bijective. So here the first function is 1 1 as well as onto, and being 1 1 and onto both, we can say it is 1 1 correspondence or bijective. Now let's see second one. In the second one, again you can see this is codomain A and B. Then we have to write the range. Now range will be the elements of codomain which have pre-image. Now A is having the pre-image, B is also having the pre-image, so we can say range is A and B. So here again domain and range, codomain and range both are equal, so that means this is onto. But two elements were having the same image, so this is many one. So altogether we can write this is many one onto. This is many one onto. Now as you can see, this function second one is many one onto, so we cannot call it 1 1 correspondence, because for 1 1 correspondence it should be 1 1 as well as onto both. Now coming to the third one. The third one, as you can see, different elements of set A are related to different elements in set B. So all over this is 1 1. So this is 1 1. But if I ask you to write down the codomain here, then codomain over here is A, B, C, D. All the elements in the codomain set B. A, B, C, D. And if I ask you to write the range, then for range you have to write only those elements in the codomain which have pre-image. Now as you can see in the third diagram, A is having the pre-image, C is having the pre-image, D is having the pre-image, but B is not having any pre-image. So this will not be range. So what will be the range here? A, C, D. So that means range is not equal to codomain. So that means this will be into function. So this becomes into. So all over this was 1 1 into. Again, this is not 1 1 correspondence. Why? Because it is 1 1 but it is not onto. So the third function is 1 1 into. Coming to the fourth one. In the fourth one, again you can see what is codomain. Codomain is ABC. But range, only those elements which have pre-image. A is having the pre-image, C is having the pre-image, but B is not having any pre-image, so this won't be counted for range. So range we have A and C. Again range is not equal to codomain, so this is into. So all over this was many one and then into. So here we have written about these four functions. So in these four functions we are getting only one function which is both injective and surjective, that is 1 1 as well as onto. This first one, it is 1 1 onto. So this will be your bijective function. Rest, this is many one onto, this cannot be bijective because this is not injective but only surjective. See, many one, it's not. This one is injective but this is not surjective, and this is neither injective nor surjective. So that means of these four functions, only the first one is both injective and surjective. So we will say the first function is bijective. So here you have to remember that when do we call a function to be 1-1 correspondence? When it is both injective and surjective. Okay, then now when we call it injective, that is 1-1, when different elements of set A, or you can say the different elements in domain are related to different elements in codomain, then it is 1-1. And when is it many one? When two or more than two elements of domain are related to, or they are associated with one element of set of codomain, then it is many one. And when it is onto, when codomain and range both are equal, we say it is onto. And if range is not equal, then we call it into. So you can pause and note down this. Now here I have written 2 points for you that you will be following to prove a function to be 1-1 correspondence. Now whenever we will be asked to prove a function to be 1-1 correspondence or bijective, you will be following these 2 points. First of all, you have to show that function is 1-1, that is injective. So for that, what you will do, you will take any two elements x1, x2 belonging to domain. Then you will equate the functional value of these two. Right? That means images of these two will be equated. These are the images. And you will get the pre-image, that means x1 is equal to x2. That is the first point. Now, to show that f is onto, that is surjective, what we will do, we will have to show that for every y belonging to B, every y means element taken from, for every element taken from codomain, there exists at least one element x belonging to domain such that that value of y is related to x. That means each and every element of codomain has to be shown having a pre-image in the domain. So these are the 2 points which we will be following to show a function to be bijective. In some cases where we have to show that it is not injective or surjective, there we can use certain examples to show it. Or we can use certain values to show that the function is not bijective, or that is not injective or not surjective. So with these 2 points, let's start with few examples that will help you to get these 2 points. So you can pause and note down these 2 points. Now let us see the first example. Now I will try to explain you through this example how to prove a function to find whether the function is injective, surjective, or it is bijective. Now here they have given you a function which is related R to R. That means here this is your domain and this is your codomain. And this R is representing codomain. Remember, when a function is given that like A to B, then the first one represents domain and the second one represents codomain. Now here domain is set of real numbers as well as codomain is also the set of real numbers. And a function is defined fx is equal to 2x plus 1. And now we have to find whether this function is 1-1 or it is then we will find whether it is onto, and if it's both 1-1 and onto, then we will be able to say that it is bijective. So let's start with the first one. We have to show for 1-1 function. So you will write here for one function. Now for one function, first of all you write the definition in the algebraic form. For one function, definition in the algebraic form is if x1 is equal to functional value at x2, that implies x1 is equal to x2. So this is the algebraic meaning of one function. After writing this, now we will consider any two elements which are belonging to domain. Let x1. Now here we are using this R for domain because x1 and x2 to be taken from domain. So we will mention it there. These x1 and x2 taken from R, which is the domain. Okay, now we will be using this fx1. Now how will you get fx1? This is fx given to you. Here you substitute x1, so you will get fx1. So fx1 will be twice x1 plus 1. And fx2 twice x2 plus 1. So we have got fx1 and fx2. Now we are going to equate these two. So let us equate these two. Now see, this is the definition of it. If x1 and fx2 are equated, we should get x1 is equal to x2. Now here 1 and 1 will cancel. This 2 and 2 will also cancel. So you are getting x1 is equal to x2. Now if you have got x1 is equal to x2, that implies that f is one function. That is, function is injective. This we have got the first equation. So here we have proved that function is injective. That means each and every element, different elements of domain are related to different elements of codomain. Now we have to prove that the function is onto. So here you write for onto function. So for that you will consider any y belonging to R. You are considering y belonging to this R, that is codomain. We have considered any element from codomain, right? Now let y is equal to be taken as fx. So fx will be replaced by. Now here what you will do, you will try to find x in terms of y. So when you solve it, you will be getting x is equal to y minus 1 upon 2. Now you have got x in terms of y. Now remember what x is over here. X over here is an element from domain. That means you can call it as pre-image. X is pre-image. Now let us see for every real value, because y is belonging to real. Now for any real value of y substituted over here, you will be getting a real answer, isn't it? See, y belongs to r, that is real values. Now if you substitute any real value over here as y belongs to r, this pre-image, that means value of x, that is pre-image, will also be a real number. So you can say that this pre-image also belongs to R. Hope this point is clear. Y is belonging to real number. So if we substitute any real value for y, so x will also give you a real value. X will also get a real value. That means this pre-image, this is pre-image, it is belonging to R, so we can say that this pre-image is belonging to domain. Hope this point is clear. Now what do we have to show? Now see, if I draw a rough sketch here for you, now let us consider here just a rough sketch for you. The function is like this. That means we have proved it is 1, 1. Every element over here, different element, is having a different image in the second set codomain. Now here you can say that y is image of x, isn't it? Or in other words, you can say that x is pre-image of y. Now see here in the diagram, if I am saying y is image of x, I can also say that x is pre-image of y. Now this x is pre-image, and we have got x as. Now we know that in a function, if we substitute value of x, that means if we substitute pre-image, then we should get the image. In a function, if we substitute value of x, that is pre-image, we should get it equal to y, that is equal to image. Now we will try to solve this over here. See, I am going to substitute in the function, I am going to substitute in place of x, I will be substituting this, and I should get this y. Now let's see it. Now in place of x, what can we substitute? It's fx. In place of x, I am going to substitute y minus 1 upon 2. Okay. Now this was the function 2x plus 1. So 2, and in place of x, it will be y minus 1 upon 2. See, 2x, and then we have plus 1. So this 2 and 2 will cancel out. So y minus 1 plus 1. So finally you are getting y. See here, in the function fx, x is representing pre-image, right? X is representing pre-image. And how much we got the pre-image? That means x in terms of y, we got y minus 1 upon 2. So in place of x, I have substituted y minus 1 upon 2. So this was the function. So there in place of x, I am going to substitute y minus 1 upon 2, and solving it, I am getting it equal to y. So this shows that it is onto function. So finally we can write, for every element in the codomain has pre-image in the domain. So what does this implies? Every element in codomain has pre-image in domain. So this means f is onto function. Onto function means it is surjective. Now, as the function is injective as well as surjective both, so we can say that the function is, this is your equation number 2. So finally you can say from 1 and 2 f is bijective. Just see, hope this point is clear to you. There were the 2 steps in this. In the first step, we were to show that for fx1 is equal to fx2, we should get x1 is equal to x2. This proves that the function is injective. Now, how to prove it? Onto. So for onto, we will consider any element y in the codomain, and then we will get x in terms of y. Now x over here is representing pre-image, so we have got pre-image in terms of y. That means we have got pre-image in terms of image. Now we know that in a function, if value of x is substituted, we get the image. So here what I am doing in this function, I am substituting pre-image. Now x is pre-image. I am substituting pre-image, and this is the pre-image of y. So I am getting finally y. So this shows that every element in codomain has pre-image in domain. So we can say that f is onto function, that is surjective. Now a function which is both injective and subjective, so we can say that it is bijective. So you can pause and note it down. Now if we consider this example number 2, then in example number 2, if you see, function is same as it was in question number 1, only the domain and the codomain has been changed. Here domain and codomain both are set of natural numbers, rest is the same. And now we have to find out whether it is injective, surjective or bijective. Okay. Now first of all, for 1 function. So for 1 function. Now when we are proving for 1 function, first of all we are going to write the algebraic form of it. If means we have to consider this, and with the help of this we are going to get this result. So let us consider belong to N, that is domain. We have considered any 2 elements x1 and x2 from the domain, and we are considering that their functional value is equal. Now the functional value of first will be 2x1 plus 1 must be equal to f of x2. So 2x2 plus 1. So when you solve this, as you did in the previous question, the same working you are getting, and you are getting x1 is equal to x2. Now if we are getting x1 is equal to x2, this implies that f is 1 function. One means it is injective. So here we change the domain and the codomain, but we are getting the same result. It is 1. Now let us check for onto function. Okay. Now for onto function, we will consider any element y which is belonging to codomain. Let's consider any y belonging to codomain. So we have considered any element y from the codomain. Okay, now let so it's y is equal to 2x plus 1. So from here you will make x the subject. So it's y minus 1 upon 2. Okay, y minus 1 upon 2. This you have got the pre-image. Getting value of x means getting a pre-image. Now y belongs to natural number. If you put any of a natural number here, will you always get a natural number? Just think over it. Y belongs to natural number. Now if I substitute any of a natural number over here, will pre-image, that is x, will it also be a natural number? It may be for few numbers, but if you consider natural number 1, if you substitute y is equal to 1, then you will be getting x as 0, which is not a natural number, right? If you substitute, so here we can write that this does not belong to natural number, whereas x should belong to natural number, and here we are seeing that it will not belong to natural number when we will substitute when we will substitute y with 1, we won't get for. So you can show the working here. You can show the working here for y is equal to 1. You are getting x is equal to 0, which does not belong to natural number. Hope this is clear to you. That means does not to natural number. That means it does not belong, x does not belong to domain. Now what this statement shows? This statement shows there is certain image for which there is no pre-image. That means, see here, there will be one element 1 here which will be having no pre-image this side. And we know that for onto function, it is must that all the elements appearing in the codomain must have a pre-image. So here for y is equal to 1, there will be no pre-image. Y cannot be related to any of the element this side because y is equal to 1 can be related with 0. But here we won't find any 0 because domain is set of natural numbers, so no natural number is over here. So that means you cannot relate 1, that is image, with any of the pre-image. So this shows that this function is not onto. So here you can write f is not onto. So here this shows that for element 1 in codomain, there is no pre-image in domain. So which implies f is not onto. And if f is not onto, it is not surjective. F is not surjective. And a function is called bijective only if it is both injective and surjective. And here we can see that the function has been shown 1 1, but it is not onto, so the function cannot be f is not bijective. Hope this point is clear. Question number 3, we have to check for injective and surjective function, and the function given is as 2x square plus 1, where domain and codomain both are set of real numbers. Okay, now let us check for 1 1 function. So first of all, we are going to write the definition for it. So for For 1 1, if now this is the condition for the function to be 1 1. If we take any two elements x1 and x2 belonging to the domain, then the functional value fx1 and fx2 are equated, then we must get x1 is equal to x2. So let x1 comma x2 belong to R. Now here this R means domain. Now we will find fx1 and fx2. Substituting the value there, so we have got fx1 and fx2 here. Now if we are going to equate these two, we must get x1 is equal to x2. So equating these two, 1 and 1 will cancel out. Now this can be written as you can write it like this. Now further solving it. So here we are getting x1 is equal to x2 as well as x1 is equal to minus x2. So we are not getting exactly this relation. So that means this function is not injective. For 1 function it was necessary to get only x1 is equal to x2, but here we are getting x1 is equal to minus x2 also. So the definition is not satisfied, so we can say that this function is not injective. Now you can pause and note it down. Now the next we will solve for onto. Now see, in the second part of question number 3, we have to find out whether the given function is onto or not. Now for this, you will be writing for onto. Okay, now see what we will do to find it onto. We will consider any y belonging to codomain. Let, or you could say consider any y belonging to R, that is codomain. So we have considered any y which is belonging to R, that is codomain. Now we will let y is equal to fx, and fx over here we can get now here we will try to make x the subject. So here we have made x the subject, and x over here is known as pre-image. Now you see y belongs to real numbers. Now if you substitute any real value for y, you won't be getting a real value for x. For example, now suppose you substitute over here a real value 0. Now if you substitute 0 over here, a real value, you will get minus half. So x is equal to under root of minus half, which does not belong to a real number. So we can say that this does not belong to R, that is domain. Now here we can show the working. So for, you can write for y is equal to 0, you substitute y, you are getting x is equal to under root of minus half, and minus half does not belong to real numbers. That means it is not belonging to domain. So from here it is clear that y as an image is not getting a pre-image in the domain. So you can write therefore element 0 which belongs to codomain. And if we find any element not having pre-image in the domain, we say that function is not onto. So from here we get so you can pause and note down this. Let us consider this question number 4. Here, set A is real numbers except 2 and B is set of real numbers except 1, and the function is defined A to B. Okay, so that means in this question, this is our domain because function is A to B, so this is your domain and this is your range. This is our domain in the question and this is range, sorry, codomain, not range, codomain. Function is A to B. So that means set A is representing domain and set B is representing codomain. Now first of all we will check for 1 function. Okay. So for 1 function, what is the condition? If we should get this result. Okay, let's check it. Let x1 x2 be any two elements which belong to A, that is domain. So from here what will be our fx1? Substitute there. Here it will be x1 minus 1 upon x1 minus 2, and what will be fx2? x2 minus 1 upon x2. So we have taken any two elements x1 and x2 belonging to the domain. We have got functional value at x1 and at x2. Now by the definition, if these two are equal, we should get x1 is equal to x2. So let's equate them. We are equating them, so here it will be So we'll be getting this. So now open the brackets. So here we can see this will cancel out, this will also cancel out. So we'll be getting, on transferring the terms, negative x1 is equal to negative x2, which will give you x1 is equal to x2. So by the definition of onto, we have got x1 is equal to x2. So this proves that the function is injective. The first part we have shown that the function is injective. So you can pause and note down this. Now we have to go for onto function. Now when we have to go for the onto function, our first step is we consider any element y which belongs to codomain, and then we try to get x in terms of y. So here first statement will be consider any element y which belongs to codomain. So we have to consider any y which belongs to codomain. And now we will try to find pre-image in terms of y. Okay, so here we will take y is equal to, and now you cross multiply it. So let's see, we are trying to find x in terms of y. We are getting 2y minus 1. This, that means for all the real value of y except 1, x will also get a real value, isn't it? See, except y is equal to 1, you substitute any other value for y and you will get a real value for x. So what can you say over here? That for all real values of y except 1, we can say that this belongs to real number. Now remember here this is belonging to real number under this condition. If y is a real number except 1, then this is also belonging to real numbers. That means the pre-image belongs to real number, but according to the question, pre-image belongs to r minus 2, and here we have got that x belongs to real number. Now we have to confirm that x does not belong to 2. Now let's confirm. How will you confirm it? Now, what we will do, we also know here that now here what we have shown that x is belonging to real numbers, but we have to show that this x belongs to R minus 2. So we have shown that x is belonging to R, but we have to confirm that 2 is not the part of domain. So let's check it out. We know that x is not equal to 2. See here, x comes out from A. And A is the set of real numbers except 2. So here we know that x is not equal to 2. And how will you confirm it? Now let's see how we will confirm it. Now let us consider, because if x is equal to 2, suppose x is equal to 2, then this relation will be equal to 2. X is equal to 2, so we are substituting 2 over here. So what will be the result? Two y will cancel, so you are getting 0 is equal to 1. So finally you will be getting this result. 1 is equal to 0, which is not possible. See here, we want to show, see, when y belongs to R minus 1, we are confirmed that x belongs to R. But we have to confirm that x belongs to R minus 2. Here we have confirmed only this much, that x belongs to R. But we haven't confirmed that x belongs to R minus 2. So here how we are going to show it? Also we know that x is not equal to 2. If we consider x is equal to 2, we are getting a relation which is impossible. So this confirms that x cannot be equal to 2. So we are confirmed that our pre-image. So we are confirmed that our pre-image belongs to, thus x, which is this, now we are confirmed that x, that is the pre-image, belongs to A. Hope this point is clear to you. Okay, now after this what we have to do? Now we have got the pre-image in terms of the image. Now we know that in a function, if x is substituted over here, we get y. So let us substitute x over here. And the result should be equal to y. So you substitute. So x is equal to this, which belongs to A, that is, which belongs to domain such that, now let's substitute, fx is equal to f 2y minus 1 upon y minus 1. See here, fx has to be equal to y. X is pre-image. So if we substitute pre-image, now x is equal to this, you should get the image that is equal to y. So let's check it. If you substitute it in this function, so in the numerator place it will be 2y minus 1 upon y minus 1 upon See, f of x is equal to, now in place of x here, you have to substitute this value because x is equal to that value which you have already calculated. So let's calculate it further. So when you take LCM, this will cancel out. Minus 1 plus 1 will cancel out. In the denominator place, minus 2y plus 2y will cancel out. So we have got fx is equal to y. So this confirms that for every element in codomain there is a pre-image, which confirms that for every element in codomain has a pre-image. So this confirms that f is onto function. Okay. Here, what we proved earlier, it is 1 1, and now we have proved that it is as well as onto. So function is both 1 1 and onto. So what's the final result? So this portion is clear to you. For onto function, we have considered any element y in the codomain, and now we got pre-image. X is called pre-image in terms of image, and for this relation y belonging to R minus 1, we are getting x belonging to R, but according to the question, x belongs to R minus 2, whereas we had shown only that x belongs to real values, because you substitute any real value for y except 1, you will get a real value for x. So this shows that x belongs to real numbers. But we have to confirm that x is not equal to 2. And how will you confirm it? You will consider x is equal to 2, substitute it over here. X is equal to 2, you substitute it over here. See here. You are going to substitute here. So you will get a statement which is not possible. So this confirms that this pre-image, now initially pre-image was not equal to R. Now here we have shown that pre-image is not equal to 2 also. So finally we can say that the pre-image, that is x, belongs to domain R minus 2. After doing this, now we know that for a pre-image you always get image. For pre-image, see, for a pre-image you get an image, so you come to the reverse. Here this pre-image is 2y minus 1 upon y minus 1. When this is substituted, we should get y. So that we have solved. So you can pause and note it down. Now see, in this question number 5, we have to prove that the function is bijective. For it, starting with the first part, first of all we will go for 1 function. So we will write the algebraic form of it. If then we have this relation. If f of x1 is equal to f of x2, then we should have x1 is equal to f2. So for that, let x1 and x2 be any two elements which belong to R, and here R means domain. Now here R is because domain and codomain both are R, so we can write it this way. Okay. Now fx1 from here will be 3 times x1 cube plus 5. This is your f of x1 is equal to, now we have to write f of x2. So your 5 will cancel out, then 3 will also cancel out. So you can get x1 cube minus x2 cube. So we are getting this. Now here, this part is greater than or equal, this part is greater than 0. Now how to show that this part is greater than 0? So here we can write now we will show that this portion is greater than 0. Now for that, what we will do, now this can be written as you will get it this way. Now this is whole square, so this will be either 0 or greater than 0, right? And this portion is positive, so adding to it you will get greater than 0. So from here it is confirmed that either, okay, this part is greater than 0 except when x1 x2 both are equal to 0. Otherwise we will have this part always greater than 0. So from here we are getting either this is equal to 0 or this is also equal to 0, but it is under the condition that x1 is equal to x2. Now this will be equal to 0 only when x1 is equal to x2 is equal to 0. So from here we are getting the relation x1 is equal to x2. Either you take this or you take this, we are getting x1 is equal to x2. So condition for 1 function has been satisfied. So we can say f is 1 or you can say it is hope this point is clear. We were having product of these two equal to 0. So under this condition we can say either this is equal to 0 or this one is equal to 0. Here we have shown that this portion is always greater than 0 except for the condition when x1 and x2 both are 0. So if we consider it equal to 0, then x1 is equal to x2, again they are equal, and this is giving that x1 is equal to x2, so we have got this. So we have proved that the function is injective. Hope this part is clear. Now we have to show this function is onto. So for onto, we will consider let y belong to R, that is codomain. We will consider any element y from codomain. Now we will write y is equal to fx, and we will try to find x in terms of y. Now we have got x in terms of y. So we can say we have got pre-image. X represents pre-image. So we have got pre-image in terms of y. Now for any real value of y, because codomain is real, y belongs to real. So for any real value of y, x will also give a real value. So we can say that this pre-image belongs to R, and here R, x belongs to R means x belongs to domain, right? So now we are confirmed that y chosen from codomain set of real numbers gives us pre-image, that is x, as a real number. So we can say that x belongs to domain. Now if x belongs to domain, then x, when on substitution in the function, should give its image. So let us substitute in the result fx. Okay, here we have, let it write like this. Fx is equal to f, and in place of x you are going to write y minus 5 upon 3 raised to power of 1 by 3. F of x, and x is equal to this. Now let's substitute it in the function. This is the function 3. Now x to be replaced by this y minus 5. This is 3, this is x, and now we have to take cube of x plus 5. So when you solve it, you are getting 3 into 3 and 3 will cancel out. So on substitution of the pre-image was x. So on substitution of the pre-image, we got the image y. So this confirms that every element in codomain has its pre-image in the domain. So this confirms it over here. So we can write which means f is onto function. So in this way we are able to show that the given function is onto function. Now previously we have shown that the function is 1 1, and now we have shown that the function is onto. So a function which is 1 1 as well as onto is called bijective function. So here we can say that therefore we can say that f is bijective. Hope this point is clear to you. Whenever you have to show the function to be bijective, you have to show it as 1 1 and onto also. The 6 given, it's a mod function, and we have to check whether it is injective or subjective or bijective. Okay, now see, checking for injective means we have to check for 1 1. Now when a function we know that is not going to be injective or surjective, what you can do, you can show it with the help of a particular example. Now you see, for injective it should be 1 1 function, that for any real value, for every real value of the domain, we should get a different real value in codomain. Now you check it for now let us consider two values, and let those two values be -1 and 4. As we know that -1, 4, they both belong to R, that is domain. Right? Now let us calculate f of -1. That is, we are calculating the image of -1. So we will be substituting in the formula. So the answer is 5. Now let us get the image at 4. And again the image is 5. So here we can see that two elements belonging to domain get the same image. If two or more than two elements from the domain get the same image, we call it many one function. That is not one one. So we can write two elements -1 and 4 have same image. Two different elements but getting same image. So that means this function cannot be 1 1. So we are confirmed here that f is not 1 1. That means f is not injective function. So this we are clear that function is not injective because for two different elements we are getting the same image. So function cannot be 1 1. Now we have to check for onto. Now in onto, here what we will do, we will find the range of the function, and if range is equal to codomain, then we can say that the function is onto. Okay, here for onto function, here see, this is domain, this is codomain. Codomain is equal to set of all the real numbers. It's given to you in the question that codomain is set of all the real numbers. Now for a mod function, whatever the value you take, either the result will be 0. See, for the mod function, whatever the value you take over here, either the result will be 0 or it will be greater than 0. So we can write range will be either 0 or it will be greater than 0. So we can write the range. Now here range can be written like this, means no negative values, whereas codomain was having negative, positive, both the values. See, you can write it like this. Codomain is from -infinity to +infinity, whereas range of the function is from 0 to infinity. It is either 0 or greater than 0. So that means range and codomain, they are not equal. that it is not surjective. So here we have seen that this function is neither 1 1 nor it is onto. Hope this point is clear to you, that codomain, this is the codomain. Codomain is set of all the real numbers, that means from minus infinity to plus. Whereas range, you are getting the range of a mod function, so range of a mod function will either be equal to 0 or it will become positive. So that means it will be either equal to 0 or greater than 0. So this is the range from 0 to infinity. So we can say that range and codomain, they are not equal, so the function is not onto. So you can note it down. Students, these are the few questions that I am giving you for your homework. So you try these questions. These are the questions which are based similarly as the questions that I have solved in the examples for you all. So try these questions, and if you have any doubt, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number. Till then, keep in touch with your studies and be safe.